and welcome to Perceptions, the channel that's all about perfume perceptions. Today we are going to talk about cold, chill perfumes for hot days. If you're new to the channel and you're interested in perfumes, consider subscribing. Here it's all about perfumes, and if you're coming back, I'm really happy to have you here again, and I hope you're going to enjoy this video as well. So let's start immediately. Okay, I have several very kind of cold perfumes with different main notes. Let's say they're built around different main notes, so stick here, you're gonna see a lot of them. So let's start from something that, as you may know if you're subscribed to my channel, it's a new entry in my collection and I'm waiting to enjoy it during summertime. And this is the beautiful Roseman by Francesca Deloro. This is a perfume by Bertrand Ducheffour, and it's a pretty complex perfume that essentially boils down to an iced rose, a bit iced like, what was the name? Iced Roseman Rocks, something like this from Kilian. So it's that type of iced rose, but here there's a bit more of the fresh rose. You have marine touches, so it's not fishy. You have aromatic herbs like laurel, and you also get, of course, mint. There's much more to this one, but that's essentially, these are essentially the main notes. And I think in the base you also get juniper berries, if I'm not mistaken, and I totally love juniper berries. Another great perfume for summertime, which I don't have here, is the Acqua di Sale by Perfume Roma, if I'm correct. That's juniper berries and marine notes, ozonic, stunning, beautiful, uplifting. It can brighten up my day in a second. So anyway, we're talking about Roseman by Francesca Deloro. Marine touches with iced roses, with mint, but not in a toothpaste way, not at all, forget that. I mean, this is a perfume by Bertrand Ducheffour. This is a very good niche brand, and you can smell the quality, don't worry about that. There's no doubt, there's no problem about it. It's very fresh, it's like a fresh day by the ocean or by the seaside. Beautiful, very beautiful. As I said, minty, ice rose, some aromatic touches, and yeah, and you're good for the day. I cannot talk about the performance in the hot days about this one because I haven't worn it yet in a super hot day, so other than that, the performance is above average in normal days. Then another perfume that with well-known, very good performance that you need to see whether you can find it is Flora Botanica by Balenciaga. Okay, this is the most horrible fingerprint type of bottle, so let's see if I can do something about it. Okay, so the next one, as I said, is Flora Botanica by Balenciaga. This bottle is a work of art. Look at it, modern art. I mean, I would buy it just for the bottle. It's so freaking beautiful. But anyway, this is also a very beautiful perfume by Olivier Polge, the in-house perfumer for Chanel, and also Jean-Christophe Hérault worked with him at this perfume. So, simply put, this is an aromatic rose again. So always this green, fresh type of rose. Essentially what you're going to smell the most here is this very fresh aromatic rose with this touch of marijuana, like the fresh herb, not the smoked one. And that's kind of what makes this perfume pretty special compared to other perfumes. It's very long lasting. It's nice because it's not an obnoxious perfume. It's fresh, it's perfect for summertime, but it does last and perform. So it's at the same time transparent, soft, fresh, and very long lasting. So highly recommend it for warm days. Another perfume that I find very, very interesting is Dange Rose by Blue Marine. So this is a perfume. Look at this bottle with this type of decoration. I mean, and the cap here is very heavy. I mean, it's super substantial, and you have also this embossed kind of metal ring here. This is kind of metal. So anyway, very beautiful Dange Rose. So this perfume here is I think it's from Gueros, it's the perfumer, the surname of the perfumer. Is another perfumes, I think also for Trussardi, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, Dange Rose is a fresh rose aromatic with basil, so it's very unusual, and pink pepper as well in the opening, and pear. And then it was in what I smell the most essentially is the rose with the basil and aromatic touches, then so the spicy touches with the pink pepper, and the rose is very fresh and the magnolia helps it. So it's a very interesting perfume. It has above average performance, so you know you're gonna smell it for at least 6 hours. It's very good, very fresh. Also this one, as the Flora Botanica, is kind of transparent and very fresh and airy, but it does persist, so a good one for summertime. Another one that maybe could be a bit better for the evening, but always fresh, so you can also pull it off during the day, is this beautiful perfume. This is from Parfum de Rosine. And talking about fresh perfumes for summertime or spring, I highly recommend you to look into the Parfum de Rosine brand. You see here, Le Parfum de Rosine is the brand. I hope you can read it. Yeah, you can read it. So this is Furla's Noble line by Parfum de Rosine. You have three perfumes in this line, but essentially the brand is Le Parfum de Rosine. So they have a website, I think it's leparfumderosine.com. You can get the discovery kit there. I've done like that, and yeah, you will. What I noticed, what really impressed me about this brand is that they're really good at fresh floral perfumes for women. I mean, they have stunning perfumes in general, but fresh floral, it's really great, especially rose-based fresh floral. So now talking about this one, this is Gothic Rose, and the name may suggest that this is a very dark rose, right? I mean, I can tell you this perfume has a very strong presence, but it's an aromatic rose, very aromatic, spicy aromatic, to my nose. So essentially it's very complex as well. It has, the notes are like this. I mean, what I smell is some sort of kind of green leaning, but not green as a grass, but like more like, you know, the rose and the stems and everything else, plus resins, plus aromatic touches. So essentially in the top notes you have mandarin orange, elemi resin, frankincense, myrtle, and neroli. In the heart you have rose, Aegean wallflower, davana, rubber. This is the same type of rubber that you also get. I'm not sure whether that's also in Amanita by Molinard. It's not the olibanum. It's a sort of kind of rubbery resin. Then you have cinnamon, and then on the base notes you have amber, atlas, cedar, leather, musk, myrrh, and vanilla. So extremely complex perfume, but essentially what you get is this aromatic kind of spicy, to me almost green rose with much more. And I think this makes a stunning perfume for the summer evenings. I mean, with maybe a couple of sprays, you can also wear it during the day, but it has a very strong presence. It's a kind of, not obnoxious, but you will keep smelling it, you know, it's not something you get a nosemaker very easily to, so I would recommend it for the evenings, but stunning for summer. Then, what can we talk about? Let's talk about this one, which is mostly a pure aromatic balsamic perfume. So this is very famous around, you know, Roberto Cavalli Paradiso Azzurro. I think the perfumery here is Louise Turner. As for the rest of the line, she's done a great job with this line. I highly recommend any of them. So Paradiso Azzurro is essentially your aromatic balsamic fresh perfume. This is unisex, completely, totally unisex, genderless. Any perfume is, but you know, like in the stereotyping world, in the stereotyped world of fragrances, I can tell you this is a unisex. So essentially this opens aromatic and balsamic, then goes I think there must be notes like pine and fern and stuff like that. I don't remember exactly, I haven't checked the note structure, but that's the type of feeling that you get in this perfume. I saw also some reminiscence of some, you know, traditionally targeted towards men type of perfumes, but this stays right in the middle. The heart is with white flowers, but you don't smell white flowers as such, really. They're just supporting clean notes. And yeah, it's fresh and it does last, and it's kind of ozonic. You know, this blue bottle has a meaning. It's not fishy at all, you know, it's also kind of ozonic. I really like this perfume. I highly recommend it, and yeah, I think after a very sunny, warm day, this is what you need to, you know, freshen you up. Talking of perfumes with ozonic touches, there is this one by Fragar. So Fragar is a, you know, brand from Grasse. They do perfumes since a lifetime. So this is rose lavande. So essentially this, and Parfum concentration, because it does last longer. So essentially this is similar to Delina without the obnoxious musk, with a lavender touch that you don't smell as lavender, but, you know, makes the perfume brighter, and above all a violet leaf note, which is ozonic, as you know. And so this makes it extremely fresh, so perfect for summer and also spring, warm spring days. This also has in the opening the type of tart opening that Delina has, you know, very similar opening with citruses, and maybe it's not declared, but you know, rhubarb, that type of tartness, it's in here. So I think it pairs very well with the ozonic touches from the violet leaf and make it a perfect perfume for, you know, very warm days. So think of Delina for very hot days. Then something that officially doesn't have ozonic touches, but I smell them, and this is Amethyst by Lalique. So this is, of course, this is a fresh, to me, ozonic type of perfume, with lots of red berries and yeah, rose, peony, that type of things, and vanilla and so on. But essentially it's very fresh, and actually the mask in here is pretty strong, so do not overspray, because I've done it. I've oversprayed this on a summer night and it was too much, you know, it was kind of choking me out. This is said to be very similar to Meliora by Parfum de Marly, of which I have a travel spray, as you can see. So I'm gonna wear the travel spray, and you know, I will probably update you on the similarities. I can tell you that from the, you know, from the nozzle, just sniffing from the nozzle, they're extremely similar. I mean, it's like, okay, who can tell the difference between these two? But you know, like I guess on the full body wear there will be some differences, so I will update you on, you know, whether it's worth to splurge on the big one. For now, I'll just get in the travel spray, and I think I'll be fine with it. But you know, I want to go for a deeper comparison. Now, let's go to something else, something different again. Again, Fragonard. No, they're not sponsoring me. No one is sponsoring me. This is all my collection. So this is Jasmin Pearl d'Été, which means essentially tea pearls, jasmine tea pearls. And you know, like, okay, there's a green tea, which is very kind of famous from, you know, tea lovers, which is this jasmine pearls tea, and that's I think what they're referring to. This perfume is kind of a bit interesting. I mean, it's stunning, first of all, highly recommend it to anyone. I went through the eau de parfum of this perfume, and then I bought the Parfum concentration for summertime. You see that I have a very small bottle, because, you know, like, I thought that I can fit it in my you know, travel bag. And so essentially this is the brightest perfume ever. I mean, it's like it sparkles like a diamond. You know, think of a diamond, think of this white sparkle, you know, white diamond with white sparkle. This is what this one smells like to me. It's stunning. For summer, it's totally stunning. It depends on the time of the year when you wear it. So I think when it's a bit cooler and maybe less humid, or, you know, depending on the humidity and the temperature, you will get more of the jasmine or more of the tea. but it's always very, very bright with this sparkling brightness that I was mentioning. It's stunning. I think it's the best tea perfume I've ever smelled, and yeah, I really like it. I like tea perfumes, but this one is another level to me. So this is Fragar Jasmin Perluta. Then another perfume that is bright and beautiful is Dancing Light by Olfactive Studio. This year I've been actually looking a bit more into Olfactive Studio. I really like this brand, I have to say. They have very beautiful perfumes, and yeah, I think you haven't seen the other one, or maybe yes, no, you haven't, but anyway. So this is one of my picks from this brand, which I really, really like. And essentially Dancing Light is inspired to, you know, the dancing lights in the northern countries, you know, like in Europe. I'm not sure, probably also elsewhere you can see it, but essentially, you know, where the magnetic fields of the earth will let you see these beautiful dancing green lights, essentially, you know. And essentially they wanted to capture the emotions from the dancing lights in this perfume, which is very interesting perfume because it has essentially a lot of milky, creamy. It's not lactonic, okay, it's just slightly creamy. It has this type of kind of milky touches from the fig milk, from the sandalwood, and from the white flowers in the heart. By the way, the perfumer is Sidonie, what's the surname? Sidonie Lancesseur. So essentially you have this creaminess, and then it's brightened up by mint, cardamom, pine needles, lavender. So you get the idea. So essentially it's cold, it's like a white cold, you know, and it's also green, so which makes sense because dancing lights are green, right? So it's very beautiful. I highly recommend you to sample this one because no one talks about this one, but for me, for summertime, it's gonna be forever in my collection. I mean, I hope they don't stop the production of this beauty. I mean, it came out, I think, last year, if I'm not mistaken, so yeah, 2022. So essentially, yeah, enjoy. Beautiful, beautiful. Of course, I'm not commenting about performance because all of these perfumes haven't been tested by I mean, not all of them, okay? These new perfumes haven't been tested by me in high heat, so I'm not gonna tell you. You know, I've tested all of them in normal conditions, and they're all above average, but that's it. So here we have La Vierge de Fer, which means the Iron Maiden, kind of, you know. Iron Maiden, yes, yeah. Virgin, the Iron Virgin, actually, to be more precise, by Serge Lutens. So this one, it's a very interesting perfume. I think it is as fresh as the feeling you get from summer rain. You know, that afterwards you get this feeling of freshness in the air, and it's slightly metallic, especially if you live in a city. This is a lily perfume, but it's not a buttery, waxy lily, not at all. It's a transparent, not aquatic, but very light type of lily. It's metallic. Some people are annoyed by the metallic notes in here. I'm not whatsoever. I don't smell metallic notes as such. As I said, I just smell this really fresh lily, this sensation of freshness, and yeah, slightly metallic, but not in an annoying way. Not metallic like when you touch, you know, a metallic handle. Oh, that's super annoying. No, nothing like that. It's more like after rain metallic, you know, if you get what I'm saying. And yeah, it's just fresh and beautiful. I highly recommend this one for summertime. Then what else do we have? The last one. Oh, we're getting there, finally. So here we have Irresistibile, which means irresistible, by Furla. So essentially this is a perfume with white flowers, but it's very, 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 very uncommon. And I mean, I'm a tuberose lover, okay, you know I'm a tuberose lover, but this one, I think it's been one of the most surprising tuberose that I have in my collection. And it costs nothing. I mean, it's a perfume from Mathieu Nardin by 2020. From 2020, sorry. So Irresistibile is said to, they're saying that it's sweet, floral, fresh, creamy and woody. If you ask me, this is kind of creamy. Fresh is, I think, more than creamy. So it's fresh, creamy, of course it's floral, okay, so floral, fresh, creamy, and it has this kind of almost candy-like sweetness, but not in an obvious way. Yeah, the flowers are sweet, but almost candy-like, but not exactly. So the notes are the declared notes: freesia, lily, orange blossom absolute, tuberose, violet, white camellia, cypress, orchanox and white woods. I think the cypress makes the whole difference here. So essentially you get this fresh aromatic white flower candy perfume. Beautiful. I think for summer nights that's really, really cute. You know, like if you want to be a bit sexy and a bit, you know, go to a date, this is it. Fresh and sexy at the same time. Very nice. As well as I think Dancing Light would also make a very good perfume for a date. I think among these ones for a date I would recommend Irresistibile by Furla. Then Dancing Light by Olfactive Studio, and then without a doubt Les Snob Gothic Rose. Did I actually talk about this one? I did, right? Yeah, I hope so. So Les Snob Gothic Rose by Le Parfum de Rosine. Yeah, I talked about that. Yeah, so these I think are the, you know, this one is if you want to be femme fatale, white flower, you know, type of white flower but more on the clean side of things, and white flower more on the sweet girly side of things. Or both. I mean, this is sexier, I think. This is more like a carefree, you know, like and of course another one is the Rose Lavande, but this one is very much perfect for the day as well. Rose Lavande Fragonard, because, you know, like it's kind of a fresh take on Delina essentially. And yeah, hope that was helpful. If you liked the video, please give it big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and let me know what are your cold perfumes for hot days. See you soon. Bye.